The Telford Emma and Amy, Peter and Paul, Alison and Karen, Philip and Sarah, Thomas and James, Claire and Elizabeth, Tom and Ben, Holly and Karen, and Ben and David. In all, 10 sets of twins under 8 years old. They know who they are, but for their friends, and more importantly the teachers, identification is a bit of a problem.
We try to look for distinguishing marks like a mole or sometimes one slightly bigger than another. But it can be very difficult, and quite a few of the twins we have now really are identical.
Some twins, like Emma and Amy Sander, are in the same class, but others have been split up to encourage them to be less dependent on each other.
I like doing maths work, colouring, drawing. I do.
What about...
And cooking, a little bit. But I had to miss some of that because I'm doing these.
Do the teachers ever get confused about who you are? Do they get mixed up?
No.
How do they tell you apart, though?
Because we're in different classes.
Do the teachers ever mix you up, or your friends get confused about...
We get a bit mixed up because there's another Peter in my class, and he called Peter Collins. And there are 2 Bens in my class.
5 sets of twins started at the school just this last month, but they've soon learned one important lesson.
The children can be quite naughty, and sometimes they can mischievously, deliberately pretend to be the other one.
You're not naughty, though, are you?
No. Our big brother is.
If in doubt, blame your big brother.
Lovely little pupils at Telford First School in Leamington Spa. Amongst them, some double acts. That looks like one of them over there. No, it's not. How about that little girl? No. That little boy? No, he's not one either. Some you can spot a mile off. Others are more difficult to see, especially in a crowded playground. So we'll winkle them out. There's Philip and Sarah, Alison and Karen, Peter and Paul, Emma and Amy, Thomas and James, Amy and Bryony, Claire and Elizabeth, Tom and Ben, Holly and Karen, and Ben and David. 10 sets of twins, all at one school.
Well, it's certainly a record for us because we've never had this many before. I've been here 14 years and we've had over that time 20 sets, but never 10 in one year.
How do you find them at school? I mean, your colleague teachers, it's seeing double all the time, isn't it?
Well, if they're identical, it's quite difficult. It can be very difficult.
How many identicals are there?
About half of them, I would say, are identical.
Do you think they swap over without you knowing, the usual?
Yes, they do that sometimes.
They do?
Yes, if they're feeling inclined to be naughty. Yes, they do.
Now, your headmistress said that sometimes some of the twins swap names. Do you?
No. I don't.
You keep swapping for her name, do you? Why do you do that? Just for fun? Now, you swap names, do you? With your sister?
I haven't swapped my
But you
names.
don't swap names.
I haven't swapped. I know.
When the twins split up, the teacher's bell sorts them out into their classes. But is it Alison or is it Karen in class 1? Or is it Karen and not Alison who's there instead of class 2? How very confusing. Who'd be a teacher?
What a handful. But